And welcome back. It's time to discuss another episode of Color 10's podcast, Crime Traveler. Today we have digital content producer for Color 10, Tony Nguyen. Tony, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good. Yeah.
More excitement coming folks' way.
All sorts of excitement every single week. Something new. We're doing it until the end of the year, so it's going to be a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
All right, we're going to take a quick listen to this brand new episode of Crime Traveler. Then we're going to talk about it on the other side. Take a look.
The whole thing was entirely different than anything I've ever been involved in my life. I've worked several homicides in my career, and this is probably the worst one I've ever worked.
It's October 1st, 1996. Alice Ben Johns, also known as Joe Johns, accepted a ride from his friend Deborah Tedder. She had been fighting with her boyfriend, Thomas Stewart, earlier that day. Joe and Thomas were old drinking buddies. As Deborah and Joe were driving down a rural road in Pulaski County, they realized they were being followed. It was Thomas. All three of them were intoxicated. A confrontation was imminent, and it became violent. Joe pulled out a .22 caliber pistol and shot Thomas 7 times. Local law enforcement began searching for Joe Johns, but were unsuccessful. Joe would be able to evade police capture for the next 6 months. Thomas Stewart was only the first victim of Joe's killing spree.
All right, what was it like producing this episode? This was a long, drawn-out ordeal.
Yeah, I mean, he was out on the run for 6 months, which is pretty unheard of, especially since he was primarily in the woods.
Yeah.
Just running around several counties, moving from different homes to his friends and his family members. One of the bigger issues was that they all were more loyal to him than to the police and the fact that he had been murdering people throughout his time there. And so the police had to get to the point of like, well, we're going to arrest you if you don't help us, it was quite the story, and it got national news to come in and be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, why should people listen to this episode? Why should they listen to the whole podcast?
Well, honestly, the podcast is different in which we are all journalists here. We're not a group of people that are just throwing out opinions of, I think this person did it or that. Like, these are already facts that are put out there. And what we're doing is a little bit different, is that we are talking to people who were involved with these cases. And we are actually talking to them and just seeing their perspective of what it was like. For my case, I spoke with the former sheriff, the Pulaski sheriff there. And he told me all sorts of stories about, Alice when he was in prison and things like that, where he was just constantly causing trouble, promised that he would get free and come back and visit him,
You always learn something new, even if you vaguely remember the story. I remember that, but when you listen to these, a lot of work goes into these. I think a lot of us, it rekindles some memories, and then we learn something we never really knew about it. So good work. Look forward to the new podcast for sure. It's up now?
Absolutely. Tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Gotcha. All right.
You'll be able to see it.
Tony, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, it's time now to check out